experience.
Coffee and books together seem to be unnatural. Bookstores and libraries have been pairing them together for years, and now Albuquerque is going to as well. News 13's Sarah Warlick takes us inside the Coffee Connection.
Hard hats and hammers, and men on ladders. It might not be what you'd expect to find inside a library, but it is the scene at Albuquerque's main branch. It's part of a new addition that will sit just feet away from shelves of books.
We are under construction for a coffee shop to be housed in the main library.
Brian Morris is the president of Friends for the Library. He says the project started several years ago when voters approved a bond to renovate the library. The new design called for the coffee concept, a trend that's sweeping the nation.
Public libraries, college libraries, high school libraries, really making their libraries multi-use facilities.
By putting a coffee shop inside the main library, Morris says the hope is to bring in crowds from the busy streets of downtown Albuquerque and help them rediscover the library.
We've got 20,000 people who live in the area, another 20,000 people who work in the area. So, and the libraries have just changed so much that I think a lot of people realize you know, you can come here and use a computer, you can rent DVDs, you can borrow CDs. It's really keeping up with the technology. And
patrons will also see a bit of history inside the Coffee Connection. You might recognize this piece. It was the checkout counter at the library off South Broadway and will once again be used as a checkout counter. Morris expects the coffee to start brewing in May or June and hopes patrons will stop by both of those checkout counters. Sarah Warlick, KRQE News 13 this morning.
The Coffee Connection will serve pastries, sandwiches, breakfast burritos, and of course, coffee. It will also open in the morning before the actual library opens its door.